Hey Virgo, I've got a spread for you today, a past, present, and future reading here, starting with your overall energy at the bottom of my deck being the Two of Wands in reverse. The Two of Wands is a passionate idea here. So the Ace of Wands is that spark of a passionate idea, right? Or something that interests you, etc. So if you see in this card here, he's got two already, but the first is already established. It's planted in the ground. It's done. It's ready to do its thing. This one here, though, is the new one that he is planning. Like he's got the world in his hands, and he's like, anything could happen, right? But he's planning. Sorry about the dog in the background. He's in planning mode before taking action. But it is in the reverse, and so I feel like your overall energy here is, I feel like it's saying that there's some sort of stagnation, right? Either you're not ready to put this out into the world, or you're not, or there's something stopping you. Some outside component that's stopping you from putting it out into the world. So that brings us to the past position where you have the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. So the Queen of Wands here is telling me, because she's in the reverse, that I feel like paired with the Ten of Pentacles, that there's some creative component to this idea that you have. That maybe you're not nurturing. And I say that because it's like, well, for one, she's in the reverse, but this idea, this is in the past, but this idea appears to be your Ten of Pentacles. Your Ten of Pentacles would be all that you could want or need in the physical realm. Pentacles are earth. Earth is resources in any capacity. That could be just anything that makes you feel stable or builds a foundation. It could be money, it could be a home, it could be your family. And with the Queen of Cups next to it in reverse, I feel like there's just something missing. Because she's the Queen of Cups, cups are water, which is, intuition, creativity. Maybe the intuition is what's lacking here. I think it's more creativity, though, inward creativity. And I'll tell you, if I can remember, I'll tell you why I say that when I get to the end. But so I believe this creative drive or creative force is what you were lacking in the past. That could have made this your Ten of Pentacles. I think perhaps though you may have given up too soon. And that's because next is the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is like the make a break for it card. It could be that. It could also be like the theft and deception card. Sneakiness, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting more it's just like running away from whatever it is. And I feel like it's more of just like giving up. Quitting before anything really starts is what it feels like. Like it appears that maybe he's stealing these swords from an army that's getting ready to fight, right? And he's just running away with them. Maybe running away with the knowledge, because swords are anything of the mind, the intellect, the ego, knowledge, communication, etc. And it's like you're running away with the knowledge before you even get this plan on the ground. And And so that brings us to the present energy, which is the Fool and the Nine of Cups. The Fool is taking a leap of faith. It could also just be a fresh start at something, or a journey. And to me, it feels like a journey. Feels like you're going on an adventure to find your wish fulfillment. That's what this Nine of Cups is. The Nine of Cups can have a warning in it of be careful what you wish for, but I don't feel that here. I feel it's more you're journeying to find your wish fulfillment. And that's your present energy. Maybe what you thought in the past would bring you that Ten of Pentacles is not. Maybe because you didn't give it that creative force and you walked away too soon. Maybe you're going to try something new. We'll see. But that brings us to our future placement, which is the Tower and the King of Swords and the Queen of Wands in reverse. The Tower is a big shakeup. It's a big, big, big dramatic shift. It's a huge change. And this is not something you can control. This is something the universe brings in. It doesn't necessarily have to be negative. It could be a positive change, but it's a big shakeup. It's life altering. And the Tower brings with it, though, the King of Swords and the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is in reverse. And so it feels like maybe there's, because the kings are both masters of their own suit, it feels like there's just an imbalance here. This Tower, I think, brings an imbalance of your intellect and your passion. And that was where, I don't remember what I was going to say about that. Dang it. Oh, I think it's this. So your overall energy, right, in the reverse, and then the King of Wands in reverse. It's almost like you lose your passion for whatever journey you're on right now. Whatever journey you're on, it's like you lose your passion for whatever this is, I think. It almost feels like feeling lost. So, but the intellect remains, right? Everything you've learned, all the things you've mastered, it's still here. It's just maybe the passion is gone. But I think that's caused by some big shakeup, some big kaboom. But I'm going to clarify it because I want to give you a little bit more information if I can. So I'm going to clarify your past. Your past is clarified by the Four of Swords. Oh, a couple more. A few more. The Four of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the Eight of Wands in reverse. So in the past, I think there was so this Four of Swords is like deep rest. Much needed deep rest. And this could be rest of your mind, like not necessarily physical. Like meditation maybe. And then the Two of Cups came with it. So it's possible, you know, this could be pertaining to a partnership. It's very possible. Partnership of any sort. It could be, you know, a romantic relationship. It could be a coworker. It could be a family member. It could be a relationship with your entity of choice. But then it comes with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And so the Four of Pentacles in reverse is, it could mean multiple things. In the upright, it could mean like, well, you know, I'm not even going to explain what the upright means because I don't feel that. I feel what my version of this Four of Pentacles is, and because it's in the reverse, I do feel like it's this, that in the past you were resting on your laurels. You meditated on this partnership or whatever it is. And then ran, I guess, because so after the Four of Pentacles in reverse, we have the Eight of Wands. So let me show you these. So we had the Four of Swords and Two of Cups, clarifying this. And those are the ones I just explained. And then we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, which I also explained as resting on your laurels, which is basically means, you know, not making a move. You're just kind of hanging out. And then we've got the Eight of Wands in reverse, which the Eight of Wands is like fast movement. It's it could be messages too, but I'm not getting that. I'm just getting fast movement, but it's in the reverse. And so it's almost like there was no movement. There was, you know, or maybe the movement was darting, dipping, you know, getting out of dodge. That's another one. Getting out of dodge, right? So you walked away, or you left, you ran. So yeah, that was the past. That's a lot. Your present. Your present is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Nine of Wands. So yes, you're trying to, you know, this whole going on a journey, going on an adventure to find your wish fulfillment is not, sorry, my cat is being crazy. It doesn't appear that it is the turn of events that you were hoping it would be, because the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. And if this is related to, you know, a relationship, a friendship, or whatever, and you've left it for whatever reason, then maybe you're feeling like maybe it's not exactly what you were planning, which kind of brings me back to the be careful what you wish for meaning in this wish fulfillment card. And it's also clarified by the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands, this man just kind of looks like he's looking out into the distance at what could be. Like daydreaming, sort of. Now, every time I look at this card, I get something different because of the imagery in it. And it sometimes, like now, it's not even really the traditional meaning of the card. But that's what I'm getting, especially paired with the other three. So then we move on to the future placement, which was again the Tower, the King of Swords, and the King of Wands up in the reverse. And so I'll clarify those for you. There we go. The Moon in the reverse. So the moon is the card of intuition, the card of secret knowledge, and so, or hidden knowledge, or hidden anything, hidden aspects to something. And so there's either in the future, there's something you're not seeing in the real world. There's something that's hidden from you that you're not seeing, and maybe that's what causes the tower. I mean, the tower's inevitable. It's going to happen anyway, but maybe it's because there's something you're not seeing. Which I guess, you know, the other thing I was going to say is your intuition just isn't in effect in the future. You're not utilizing it properly, which again, like, it may not even be a bad tower. It could be a good tower. It could be something, you know, some huge change that's, you know, later on down the road could be beneficial. It could be a good change. Can't foresee that right here. I would have to pull more cards. I do want to pull another card on the King of Swords and King of Wands in the reverse. This imbalance that we're seeing. Eight of Swords. Didn't we already have that? No, we didn't. The Eight of Swords is very much, you know, seeking knowledge by going inward is what that is. But it feels almost like the Moon in the reverse. Like you're blind, because she's blindfolded in the, I think that's the right card. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the Eight of Swords is blindfolded. Let me verify that. It could be the 9. It's the 8, okay. And so, let me show you that. So it feels more like the Moon. Like, you're not, that's her. And she does this, it's said that she could potentially be doing that to herself, putting herself in like a stasis, to, you know, listen to her intuition. But to me, it feels like more like you're not hearing your intuition. So, or you're not seeing something, you know, you're not seeing something that's maybe right in front of you. That's your future. Clarifying the overall energy, the Two of Wands in reverse is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is a master of his suit. I don't know if I've said that about another. Yes, I did. And it's in the upright, so this is what we're looking at here. And the King of Pentacles is a master of the earthly realms. Anything foundational, like I said about the Ten of Pentacles in the very beginning. And so being that he is, it's possible that what you're ignoring here in the past and what's making everything so convoluted maybe and blocking what you're wanting is maybe a focus on the material realm. Because, you know, the king that's not here is the King of Cups. It's almost like maybe that's the one you need to focus on. Maybe that's the king that you need to focus on, is the Cups. And Cups are, I already said this with the Queen, which she is here, but she's in the reverse. But maybe it's, oh yeah, that makes sense, because I said you were ignoring or ignoring, I don't know which word I used, but, and I said in that case I felt like it was a creative, which if this is, related to some sort of endeavor you're working on, then okay, that's accurate. Perhaps it's creative, something creative you're ignoring. But cups can also be intuition. It can be love. It can be, any of those gushy feelings. And so if this is relationship, then that's potentially what you are ignoring or leaving out of the equation here. And because that's the king that's missing, is the King of Cups, then I feel like that's kind of on the right track if this is relationship for you. You might need to add a little bit more, kindness and love and gentleness and that sort of thing into your relationship or whatever. So I'll do one last thing for you. I'm going to pull a Woodland Warden's Oracle card. I think I didn't shuffle these, and I apologize because it's loud. But I want to pull one of these for a couple of reasons. First, it can help you, it can guide you with maybe signs and synchronicities in the card itself, but also it can tell you maybe what sort of energy to be in to achieve what it is you're trying to achieve in this story here. Sorry, I'm failing at this shuffling thing. Come on. Alright, that's good enough. Oh, one just flew out. Literally just flew. Okay, so you got, of course, communication. Communication. So, in your future placement, you've got the King of Swords was the one that was in the upright. So, in the future, it seems like communication's working for you, but let's see what it says. I was thinking that might be what you're lacking, but I don't. It doesn't appear that that's what you're lacking. It could be, though. Let's just read it. So this is the Rooster and Sunflower communication. Let's see. I don't think I've ever pulled this card. This is the card of the Good Leader, which all these kings are, and the Kind King, okay? This is the card of the Good Leader and the Kind King. The Kind King is the one that's missing. That's the King of Cups. I mean, they're all kind, but the King of Cups is like the sweet one. Roosters wake before the rest of the farm, alerting everyone to the rising sun. They are protective of their territory and self-confident, but they are good communicators, honest, and capable. The sunflower is often the tallest bloom in the garden. My cat is being crazy. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Where was I? The sunflower is often the tallest bloom in the garden, rising high and turning its face toward the sun. While it may hover over other flowers, it bestows warmth and joy on any garden. And it came out in the upright, so I'll read the upright to you. It says, you are well suited to positions of authority. Remember that clear and open communication is key to successful leadership. So the clear and open communication, it seems like you might be okay on in the future. But I wonder if that has something to do with that tower. Maybe it's forcing that communication. So, anyways. All right, Virgo, that's all I've got for you. Sorry about the disruptions, but it is what it is. And I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, I'd like to see you back here sometime. Thank you.